Alright, guys, let's do
really
this.
came to the 50 and the 61, right? That's when you know, okay, it was not a higher high or a higher low, right? And then, so that means you're gonna have to go over here, but then when you go
Theo and Jeff, try not to answer all the questions, okay?
Sounds good.
and then when you go over there, you
Answer some. After like two, the answers kind of like chill out.
you go over there.
What if I
and
don't know the answer?
You see that
I'll find a way so you
it's
can.
actually 50%.
You gotta
So
learn.
it's always a 50 or
Exactly.
61, then you know, okay, you guys created a higher low, right?
Alright, Jeff, you ready?
Yeah, and then you take the bite in and you go over into like TP. It usually always go beyond 0%, right? So it has to make that higher high. So
It's still slow.
Oh, Ron,
TP1
you're
is usually at
left-handed?
0,
Yeah.
and then TP2 is usually.
Does it feel normal for you
Make
to
sure everything
left
works.
click or
Yeah.
your right click?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there like left-handed, right-handed mouses?
Not really,
Side
because the
thing?
premise is the same.
Usually
Doesn't matter if
the
it's in
market
this
is
hand,
vital target
left is
moving
left, right
fast
is
as
right,
it can.
right?
I guess,
It
yeah.
It just makes
When
it,
comes to, like, the minus
doesn't feel
37,
smooth moving it, like,
retraces,
Yeah.
Where
like
it's just natural, like, I can just take 2 fingers. Here, just do 2 fingers, it's like,
Yeah.
That's
the same.
it only sucks when writing on a board.
Oh, because you rest your hand in.
Which page is that? So I can analyze.
Oh, no, I'm just
Yeah,
showing you like
true.
the structure and everything, but this is just a,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
I should probably go over that too, since it's looking nice right now, right?
Yeah.
You guys should already tell me what I'm going to talk about first.
He knows not to answer, so.
I mean, if they go quiet for a long time, you guys gotta answer. It'll be awkward a little bit, right?
Okay.
So what's the most important thing when it comes to trading?
Risk management.
There we go. See, you're going crazy. Crazy. All right. So we're actually going to get a little bit, personal. I'm going to ask you guys some personal questions, right? Not Jeff and Theo, but some of you guys want to help me, right? So I'm going to start with Ron. What's your account size right now?
It will be 2,000.
2,000.
But I'm treating it, still hasn't,
Sean,
it
really?
it still hasn't been deposited
Okay,
yet.
it says sent on your.
Yeah, so it said on there, doesn't automatically happen, wait 24-hour
Yeah,
24-hour
yeah.
business hours.
Because we actually sent it like on Friday, right?
So-
that's probably why.
So my account size is actually 2,000.
2,000. Perfect.
But I told them I'm treating it like it's 1,000.
So, Ron, right? Account size. Let's say account size. Is 2K, right?
But I want to treat it as, there's only 1K in there.
So it's 2K, but you said that you'll be treating it as in was 1K, right?
Just because I'm new to this, so.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. I love that because some people they just want to go in with 2K and risk 50% and blow it, and next thing you know they say, oh, this is gambling, this is a scam. I actually love the fact that you're only treating it as in you have 1K in there. Perfect. So let's forget about the 2K actually. Let's try not to confuse everyone. Let's just say 1K, right? Even though you have 2K in there, we'll just say you have 1K since that's what you're going to be trading on, right?
Yeah.
So based on the trading plan that I sent you guys, so what's the lot size? Ideal lot size you should be using? 0.10. 0.10. Easy now, Jeff, easy. Lot size. Give them at least like.
You went quiet.
Give them at least like 2 minutes.
I
Give
say
them at least 2 minutes.
0.1.
Yeah, give them 2 minutes at least to think to it. After 2 minutes, you guys can just say, okay, 0.10 lot size, right? 0.10, right? But the most crucial part is what's the percentage you should be risking?
Your overall trade shouldn't be more than 1 to 5%.
Okay, perfect, right? risk should be between 1 to 5%,
Overall trades.
right? Overall, yeah, information, overall. And what's the maximum trades you guys should be having running at a time? The maximum,
4.
4 trades. 4 trades max. Perfect. 4 trades max. Okay, now it's time to do some math, right? So you have 1K in your account. It's in 0.10 lot size. So on average, your stop loss is going to be what?
$50 or 50 pips.
50 pips. Average stop loss going to be minus 50 pips, right? So if your stop loss is 50 pips, what's the take profit is going to be?
101 pips.
Say it again?
150 pips.
150 pips.
Or it's close to.
Yeah. It's going to be bare minimum, right? So
Plus minus.
exactly. So that's going to make it what when it comes to risk
3 to 1.
ratio? 1 to 2. Perfect. So now, right? 0.10 lot size means what in terms of dollar sign?
25.
It's $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 0.10 lot size is equal to $1 per tick. So if you're risking, the stock is at minus 50 pips, so how much are you going to risk off that trade?
Potential at 50.
Say it again?
Potential at 50.
50, I love that word, right? Potentially 50 pips, right? Because if there's spread and the broker charge you like, commission fees, might be $52, right? But we'll say 50, right? So stop loss will be 0.10 means $1 per pip multiplied by the stop loss. Going to give you minus 50. Take profit, right? Take profit will be what?
150.
150, right? Would be $1 multiplied by 150 pips. Give you 150, right? Y'all get that?
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, now, let me have some. So, first trade, let's say if I say buy EUR USD, right? First trade, you take it with 0.10 lot size. I'm not even going to say anything, right? So let's say if I tell you guys, hey, I'm planning on calling 3 trades, right? And you have 1K in your account, right? The maximum you should be risking is 1 to 5%. And I tell you guys, I'm going to call 3 trades for the week, right? Tell me what's the total lot size you should be taking the trades, each trade. Take your time to do the math, right? Remember guys, it has to be between 1 to 5%. The lot size kind of like, we're just pretty much telling you guys what's the ideal lot size to use. That doesn't mean you have to use that lot size, right? Because one might be okay with risking minus $50, and then Brittany might be like, you know what, that's too much, I want to risk $25, right? All you have to do is pretty much reduce that lot size to 0.05, right? But 3 trades, right? Well, let's just say 3 entries to make it easier for you guys. Here's the 3 entries. Remember, focus on the most, right? So, what's your total lot size should be? So you can stay between 1 to 5%.
Well, you basically just take, because $50 is basically 5% off the hop, so you just take that 15 divided by 3.
Okay.
And then kind of round up or down to whatever
Exactly.
you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Might just grab your phone and actually tell me the actual total lot size you guys should be using.
0.03
0.03 per trade. I mean per entry.
per entry.
Per entry. Okay. Let's just wait for Ron and Brittany. You have to tell me something to grab your phone.
So basically, it's 16.6 pips,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it depends on,
16.3
Pips or dollars?
pips or lot size?
because we're doing, well, I find the easiest way to do it is if you know 50 pips is $50.
Yeah.
Right? You go 16.6 pips would be, you could set your stop loss if you want them to each be 0.1 lot size.
Mm-hmm.
You could set your stop loss at 16.6 pips
Great, that's
instead of 50 pips
That's
to
a
get
great
the
rate.
same leverage, but you're controlling your loss.
Okay, that makes sense, right? Based on the math that you did, but when it comes to trading, it's does 16 pips you can easily get wicked out and then lose the trade. But let me be more precise, right? We're going to risk, right? That's good though. But let me just say this, right? First entry is minus 50 pips, right? So now we're going to, like, this is what's going to happen, like most of the time, right? So second entry is going to be lower at a better entry price, let's say 30 pips, minus 30 pips, right? And third and final entry will be, let's say, on average, Jeff, I think
10
yeah,
10 pips.
minus 10 pips, yeah, because that's pretty much the best entry that you can, get, right? So total, you're sitting at, right, minus 90. So minus 90 pips. So now, guys, right, this is very, very, very crucial because most people, they blow their account because they're like, oh, Mino told me to use 0.10 lot size, so I'm going to use 0.10, 0.10, 0.10, right? But if you do that, what about the 1 to 5%, right? I cannot control how you guys take the signal. It's up to you guys to do the math, right? Because it'd be impossible for me to say, hey, use this lot size and so on and so on and so on. Especially if I call 3 entries, right? So this is what's going to happen most of the time. My first entry minus 50 pips, second entry, better entry price, we're going to buy at a lower price, minus 30 pips, and third entry, minus 10 pips.
Could you, so the way I just did the math, right? So if we were to lower our lot size from 0.1, which is $1,
Yeah,
now we're changing it to 0.01, which is 10 cents.
yeah. You could do that.
I just went 500 divided by 0.1, which is basically 160 pips at 0.001,
Yeah.
which would that equate to, like, how would you put that in for?
Okay, perfect. Okay, there's one thing I forgot to add as well, right? Because I'm sure Jeff and Theo probably know, right? So if I call the first entry, obviously you're going to take it as 0.10. Because you have no idea if I'm going to call the second or third entry, right? First entry is going to be, right? I'm trying to be as precise, as accurate as I can with you guys, right? Lot size, right? So now, I call it second entry. And I tell you guys, there's a possibility I might call it third entry, right? So you have minus, so you pretty much will be risking minus $50 on the first entry, right? So now you have a second and third entry. So what's the lot size you're going to use? The first one, use 0.10.
Oh, you use 0.01.
0.01.
Yeah, for your next lot size,
Because you already told me, if you take it with 0.10, you're already risking.
no,
right?
but because the 0.1 is $1, so 0.01 is 10 cents.
Okay. If you're risking $50 off of 1K, what's the percentage?
5%.
So can you take the second and third?
It depends on your tolerance, right?
If you're trying to go above the 5%, which is fine because 5% might be like, this is the
It,
as conservative as possible. But if you be like, you know what, I can go 7%.
I mean, I guess it
8%.
depends on when that next trade comes out and where, because you do have the option of potentially calling your next trade if it's in the profit zone, right?
Yeah,
You could potentially say, hey, I'm happy with my profit, close that trade to take the next one.
definitely.
Or either just let those trades go and ride that one.
Yeah, that you can do that, right? But yet again, they already like pretty much answered the question, right? So there is a slight chance, right? that the first entry is going to be the best entry. Like very, like usually when I call a trade, you're probably going to be in drawdown. The market might drop like a few more pips for me to call the second entry, right? So automatically 0.10 is going to, if you take the first trade with 0.10 is going to be 5%, you're not going to have any more room to take any more trades. So should you be using 0.10 of the first entry? That's what I was trying to get you guys to understand, right?
I mean, I guess in my case, I probably would, because I probably just wanna watch one trade,
Mm-hmm.
right, instead of trying to mess around with multiple.
Perfect. That's completely up to you, right? If you take the trade 0.10 and you're already risking 5%, you'd be like, hey, if middle calls a second and third entry, I'm not going to take it. That's totally fine, right? But most of the time, I might call a second or third entry, right? So there's no need for you to take the first trade with 0.10.
I mean, I guess you could hedge it by setting it up so you are halving your loss by.
It's like, and that leads back to what Theo said at first, right? He already said, right, the best thing to do is 0.03, 0.03, 0.03. That should give you 0.09.
I mean, even if you halve it, so you're at like 2.5%,
Yeah, so
it
if
gives
you
you
use
the ability of 2 trades and stay under your 5%.
Yeah, so if you use, because the easiest way to do it is the way Theo said it. That's how I do it, to be honest. And because I know that the first entry is not going to be, straight in profit and go for a TP, right? The chances of the market to go down a little bit more for you to add more entries is very high, I'd say, right? So if you be like, you know what, I'm going to go small on the first one, 0.03, right? And then I'm going to take this one with 0.05, so 0.03 again, the second one, and the third one 0.03. Right? That is going to put you at less than 0.10 lot size, and you're going to be between 1 to 5%, right? The main reason I'm doing this is because.
So that would equate to like 30 cents a pip, correct?
Just say it again.
Yes.
So doing my calculations with the 0.03, you're
Yeah.
basically going 30 cents a pip.
Exactly, perfect, exactly, right? And then the easiest way to do it is focus on the total lot size, right?
Yep.
This one, total lot size is going to be now what? Exactly, total lot size.
Yeah.
But if you wanna stay at 0.10, then you can increase the third entry, because you're not really risking anything.
Yeah,
in the game as
exactly,
well.
exactly. So
Okay.
you guys gonna have to like.
So basically, you want the total to be 0.10, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Basically, I want the total to be.
So at
Yes.
least the 3 entry gonna equal like
You're 5%.
the 5%.
The 5%, and then this is why I emphasize on 1 to 5%, right? Yes, the ideal lot size, right? That is pretty much the maximum lot size to use, 0.10. But 0.10 is going to put you at 5%.
Because ultimately, if you do the 0.1 on all 3
Yeah.
trades,
Yes.
you have the potential of losing 15%.
Exactly. So yeah. So that's pretty much how it goes. Like I want you guys to be able not to just like follow the trading plan. No, we're not telling you to use 0.10 lot size. I'm going to use 0.10 lot size. You must be able to calculate, how much you're risking, the dollar amount, and also the lot size as well, right? So if I call 4 trades, and if I call 3 trades, not even 3 trades, 3 trades, and you only take 1 trade with 0.10, and that trade might end up being the losing trade, and the other 2 trades might end up being the winning trade.
Now, on average, how long are you holding on to a trade? Like, so when you put in your signal, right?
Yeah.
Do you usually like are these ones, because you guys have been doing it a lot longer than obviously I have? Are these like where you're calling, like you're selling out the next day? Are you holding
Not
for
selling, closing.
2 days? Are you closing it during that day? Like, how often are you?
Ideally, first thing first, the stop loss and the take profit should take you automatically out, right?
Yeah.
And loss
So
and
how
loss.
often does
But, yeah, if you
on
say,
average take or whatever?
like for me, like I'm trying to lean more toward to swing trading, so it's probably going to take a few days. For example, the USDJPY, 3 days. I'd say 3 days.
The reason why I asked that is because like, if it takes like 3 days on average,
Yeah.
how you're calculating to get there, then you're like going like, okay, in my head I'm like, okay, he put a trade out today,
Yeah.
but he might put one out tomorrow or the next day, giving yourself kind of like leeway room.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking how long
Makes-
you
makes-
would hold.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah, exactly. So ideally, to be honest, your best bet is to try to like take the first trade or the first entry less than 0.10, so we can have room to actually potentially take the other trades. But my trades at least going to take 2-3 days. But
It depends on the market too, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I
It
just.
depends on.
But I mean, for now, if I'm using his signal, let's say, knowing how he's calculating it and roughly how, obviously, yeah, it could take
Yeah.
sooner or longer,
yeah.
depending, just like anything. I just was curious of how when he analyzes it, what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Zay's trades probably gonna take hours, maybe a day max, because Zay's intraday. But I'm focused on more doing swing trading, so a couple of days, 3 days.
And that's why I was just asking
Yeah.
how, because
So-
people analyze it differently.
Yeah.
To
But
know-
also, sometimes, you, like me, you can call 3 trades or whatever, and then they're all in money, right?
Yeah.
And then you move your stop loss into money. Now you're not risking anything. Now you can take
The
more
next
trades, right?
You can take 3 more trades,
Yeah.
exactly.
But you can't change your stop loss once you take
No,
the
you
trade.
You
You
can.
can.
Well,
You can.
but you can't bring it above break even though.
Yeah, you can though. You can
Yeah.
bring it above break even.
Yeah.
If you like up 80 pips, you can really bring your stop loss to up to 80 pips if you want to.
Oh,
But then-
okay.
But that's, I mean, you might as well just close it if you
Yeah.
don't bring it to 80 pips. But if, like usually is the way I do it is, I'm actually going to go over that right now. The way I do it is, let's say if we're risking 50 pips and then the take profit is 150 pips, right? The minute we hit 1-to-2 hour ratio, like 1-to-2, as in like the minute we up 100 pips,
Yeah.
right? So we're going to take like some partial, like 50%, and then move our stop loss at break even.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's another thing you can do is if
You know,
you're not sure how many.
we online. We online.
Yeah.
Okay. I said live ended. Someone said commented and said live ended. I don't know.
Oh, really? Let me
Yeah.
check.
So another thing you can do is if you're unsure how many trades he's gonna take in the next couple days.
No, we're on live right now. Tell
you
them.
can enter
We're still on live.
Okay.
at a 0.1 lot size, and then when he calls the next trade, you sell off 0.05 of your lot, because you can sell off your lot.
Oh,
but
you can
can't-
partially sell.
You can partially sell, but you can't partially add. You just have to add a new trade.
Partially closed because we're trading, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
that's what I meant by.
Now you're
If it-
confused on selling. You click on the sell button thinking you're closing, right? So you're closing. That's what they do.
Yeah.
You can partially
Yeah.
close part of your trade and still have part of it still going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you can.
Let the team know we're still on live.
If you think
They
he's-
say they probably think
if
that-
he
Yeah,
calls
guys said
Yeah,
that.
it's-
three trades, right? You can enter the first one at 0.1, and then when you close the next one, you can sell out 0.05 of it and buy the other one 0.05. So you split it.
Still stays 0.7, yeah.
Yeah, still
Or
says
go
0.10.
0.03 if you wanna leave more in there. So basically sell out what you wanna put in,
Yeah.
or close out, sorry.
The only
Close
problem.
out what you wanna put in the other one.
Yeah,
The
I'm
only-
actually going to go over that as well because trust me, you never want to close too early, right? Yes, you might close early and you profit, but if you keep on doing that, you're going to be negative. I'm going to go over that, right? So the risk to reward ratio has to be right at least 1, 2, 3, right? The reason being is, as you guys can see this week, we lost trades, right? So if you have a negative risk to reward ratio, and nobody's gonna be trading in the next 2 months, right? Because you're gonna be losing so much. If you have a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, you better have at least a crazy winning ratio, as in like 90% or something, for you to actually
Yeah, cause you can lose
Right.
two trades to winning one full one.
exactly. It's just so hard. Like the minute you lose 3 trades, you have 2 and 3 trades to get back,
Yeah.
right? But for us, right? For example, like if I call a trade on Monday, we should most likely make all that money that we lost back. I mean, that we lost on this week, right? So if you lose 1 trade, right, minus 50 pips, right? If you have a 1K account, that will be minus $50, right? Then, sorry, if you lose 1 trade minus 50 pips, right? Let's just say 3 trades for it to make perfect. If you lose 3 trades,
150.
minus 150, right? Just 3 trades, minus 150 pips. you have 1K account. Right? Now, the minute you win one, and this is why I'm never worried when I lose trades, because I'm like, the next trade, the next trade is most likely going to make up for it, right? Guess what? You're already back.
Break even.
Break even. And this is why it is very, very crucial to use the same lot size every time, because, if you lose a bigger lot size here, probably going to lose way more. And if you use a smaller lot size here, you're going to make way less. Yeah, the risk to reward ratio is not going to make any sense if you keep on,
That's always my question, right? Like, he has $1,000, and then he loses $100. Now his account is like now at 900.
900, yeah.
Should he always use the 0.10 now, or should he go?
That's a great question.
Go down to like.
So if it goes from, ideally we say plus or minus 0.01, but 900 to 1,000 you can still use 0.10 if you want to, because this is not going to make that much of a difference. Even if you go from, that's a great question, Jet. That's a great question, right? Let's say, that's a really good question.
Can I give an answer of what I would do as a new person?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would set in my head a number I'm comfortable losing before adjusting my lot size.
Yeah.
Right, so for me, hence when I told my account originally has 2,000 in it, but I'm treating it as 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
If I only had $1,000 in there, I'd actually treat my account like I have 500 in it,
Yeah.
because then I'm doubling the amount of losses I can have without taking that loss. Because in my head, once I got to like $500, I'd have to change. There's a good chance that I would start changing
That's very smart.
my lot size, because
Smart.
I'm minimum. Because you might not have it. It's all personal preference of how much money you have to top it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's, for me, learning until I'm confident enough. We want to minimize my loss as much as possible.
Right.
I'm not worrying about making tons and tons of money.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to actually make the right calls. So that's what I would do.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, like for me, I started with a small amount,
Yeah.
like $100. So when my trade gave me like the UJ, I took 3 trades, 0.01.
In a row?
Yeah. So when my profit was at 15, I closed. I said I'm not waiting for the TP. At least I made some profits that I'm okay with my small
Definitely,
account.
definitely. Yeah, that's going to lead back to what I just said, right? Cool. You close the trade early, you made money, right? But think about it. If you keep on doing that, as in like, so what I'm trying to say is, right? If you're risking minus 50 pips, right, and then the minute the trade goes up plus 50 pips and you close, what's your hour ratio now?
That's 1-1.
101.
Yeah.
Do you think you can beat the market every time? Let's be real. You know what I mean? This is, like the only reason I've been trading for so long is because I have a good risk-reward ratio. It's not because I've been winning. I have like a 90% win ratio. You know what I mean? Like there's this one guy, I forgot his name, right? I think he's like 60 something. He's been trading for like 40 plus years, right? He literally has like a 39. You guys can go on YouTube and 39% winning ratio, but he makes so much money.
This is ratios.
Very high.
Higher, it's not
We go for one. Look at the guy who goes to 1 to 5. Bro, you can lose 5 trades. Imagine losing 5 trades, you win 1 and you're good. Right? So, but if you keep doing that, right? Yes, you close in profit, perfect, you made money. But imagine you keep on doing that. But the minute you take a big loss, all that small trades you're closing early will be negative now.
And especially for your 0.1 lot size on a $100 account?
No, 0.01.
Okay.
0.01, yeah. So it has to make sense, right? But let's say if we but it depends. Like let's say the reason you close early is because you see the market is not can't break above the resistance level. Things like that. Okay, cool, I get it. But
Yeah,
if you just do it just
when,
to do it.
when it was retracing, going down,
Okay.
going back, then I
Yeah, don't. No worries. Don't panic. Though. What I'm trying to say is, don't close the trade too early just because you're in profit, right? Because I can guarantee you, most of the time, you're going to watch the trade go for stop loss. So why don't you just be patient and watch it go for TP?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way I see it.
There was one trade, it wasn't even too long ago, maybe 2 or 3 trades ago. It got within like 10 pips of our stop loss. Almost hit our stop loss, and some people sold out because they got scared.
Yeah.
It never hit our stop, and it went for take profit.
There you go.
See, and we were actually talking about that when you were getting ready. And the hardest part about becoming a trader is changing your mindset.
Heavy.
Because, like you said, it not trusting the system,
Mm-hmm.
you could get so close and you're like, oh my god, and then it's like trusts, you're gonna build confidence in yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if, at the end of the day, if this is what it takes for you to slowly build confidence, and you're like, so let's say you made 5%, you're like, okay, now I gave myself a buffer to like actually try waiting it out
Yeah.
and getting comfortable, because it was hard for me even just trading normal.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
different mindset. You gotta.
Yeah, you definitely got a
Yeah.
different mindset. Your emotions, it's a lot going on when it comes to trading, man. You know. And
For
that's
me,
why
I think it's to place trades and then put my phone away.
Yeah,
Because if I keep on watching, then that's where I panic.
And then the best way to actually avoid that, to be honest, is you do not need to take the trade at 0.10 if you have a 1K account. If you have a 1K account and you're going to be risking minus $50, you'll be like, you know what, I'm not okay with it. Let me just risk $20 or $20. If you risking 15 and you're okay with it, trust me, you're not going to panic.
Yeah.
The only reason you're panicking is because you're not because you're risking something that you're not supposed to risk.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have a 10K account and you're risking $100, I'm sure you'll be fine with it. That'd be fine.
Oh, man.
Here's what it is. Exactly. So once you like make peace with your stop loss, and this is why I mean the day I get into a trade, before I take the trade myself, I'm like, I don't know if I'm okay with risking that much, man. Let me just, worry my lot size. Right? So because some people, right, they're only focusing on the take profit.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be like, you know what? 200 pips? If I use 0.0, what's that? I'm making 2K.
2K.
But what about the minus 500 that you're risking?
Yeah.
Focus on the loss first instead of the take profit.
And that's why I said if I had $1,000, I treat it like I had 500.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm doubling the amount of losses I can take.
Mm-hmm.
Trust
So
me,
I just
man.
adjust my lot sizes according.
Exactly.
Just because
right.
your account has that, you can tell yourself
That
whatever.
doesn't mean you have to use
The full amount.
Exactly, because I think the last session that I did, I asked you guys questions. I told you guys if we had a 100K account. Actually, I'm going to do it right now, right? Because I'm just going to show you guys something real quick, right? After that, we just dive into the technical analysis stuff, right? So, as all of you guys have a 100K trading account, right?
Is that funded or personal?
Personal funded,
Sheesh.
trust fund.
Let's manifest that.
Uh-huh.
So let's
I'm
manifest
also
that.
with Jeff. Jeff, right? This is Jeff right here, right? How much are you okay with risking?
On 100K
Yeah, in one trade.
on one trade? I'll go between 500 and 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
So no, choose the highest. Just give me 1,000,
1,000.
right? Jeff is okay with risking 1K.
10%.
Exactly. See, no, I'm saying that's totally fine though. Because if you go to the bank,
That's
they're going to ask you what's your risk.
Oh,
level.
1%, yeah.
You don't ask what's your risk level. The first thing they're going to ask you.
Oh, yeah.
What about you? What's the on car, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
500.
500. You guys see what's going on right now. So
Yeah.
why would you guys use the same lot size of the trading plan? That's why I gotta do the math and see what you're okay with, right?
Yeah.
Run.
Probably 500.
500.
Oh, you wrote my name again.
Oh. Okay. Olivier.
Same.
500?
500. Good luck.
And then I'll include myself as well, just to show you guys something. Hey, be real now. Just don't say 500
Yeah,
because
500.
that's, I mean, like, just,
500%.
because if you have 100K, you take
500.
up the take profit as well.
Mhm.
Because I know some guys be like, hey, if you have 100K, take profits at 200 pips, you'll be making 2,000. You know what I mean? So just, let's be real now, right? Don't just say 500 because everyone's saying it. Just,
Yeah.
I'm saying 500 because I'm new and I haven't done it long enough to go to have confidence in myself.
I do 1K.
1K. Really?
I do 1K.
1K. And I'll put my stuff out as well. And this is me going to be real now, right? This is how much I'll be risking, right? I use 2.0 lot size, right? 2.0 times, what do you call it?
50?
What's the size? 50 pitch. I'll just put it right here so you guys
So
can.
you'd be at like, you'd be two lot size,
Yeah, I use 2.0 lot size.
so you'd be at 20 grand.
Exactly. So I'll be risking 2K, right? So the main reason I did this is just to show you guys our risk level is not the same, right? So because you have 100K in your account, that doesn't mean you should be using the same lot size as Jeff or as me or as Theo, right? You have to do the math yourself and be like, you know what? I can only, okay, let's say, so since 500 is the most popular number, so 100K, right? You're risking $500. What's the stop loss should be? I mean, your lot size should be
0.5.
0.5, right? You see the difference from mine?
What did you
Right.
put?
So wouldn't yours be 20K?
2.0 what?
Lot size.
And our-
20K?
Well, yeah, because you're 2.0 lot size.
20 lot size means $20 per bit.
20.
20 times,
Oh, okay.
right?
So it's, yeah, sorry, $20. I'm just
So it's just-
thinking.
So now, right, take profit is going to be, see, the risk to ratio is going to be the same, right?
Yeah.
You're probably going to make less if the trade goes my way, but I'll be losing more because of
Exactly.
that. Right, so you just have to pick and choose what you're comfortable with, to be honest, right? And I know you guys are saying 500, but trust me, once you have an AK account,
You're not gonna risk
You're not gonna risk 500. I can guarantee you that. You know? But some might,
Nah.
right? But you know,
bro.
the average, you know, I've seen of a 100K account is 1K, to be honest. No, mine is 1K to make 3K per trade. But because you have so much room, you know, if you lose 1K, you still got 99,000 in there, right?
I know my methodology to it. Because like, this is the way the reason why I would pick 500, I have the potential of winning, you know, $1,500, which is more than 1% trade, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at it as over the long term, if I'm
Yeah.
making $1,500 a week,
Yeah.
and over the long term, let's say I made $3,000 overall, that's still $30,000 minimum in a year that I'm making off 100,000. So my yearly return is 30%.
30%.
Yeah.
Instead of being greedy monthly, I kind of look at it, how else am I gonna put this money in and make 30% yearly on it?
Exactly.
So when you stop being greedy, you last longer.
1,000%, man.
That's where my mentality was going, just to let you know where.
No, that makes total sense, and that's why, you know, I'm always as transparent as I can be. That's why I lost so much in the first 2 years, because I was being greedy, and you know, I've still haven't met one person that actually funded their account and not to blow it. I'm not saying you're going to blow your account.
No.
I'm saying I still haven't met one person. You know, if you like that one outlier, you
It
know,
happened
that's
to me at first, like, you know, I started with 100 and all of a sudden I had $5. So, you know, I was about like, you know, I was risking all, and after that I was just, what's going on?
So,
You know?
so to be completely transparent, where I learned this mentality is I made a lot of mistakes in real estate,
There we go. See, like,
right? Because I'm like, oh, I overcalculated, I fudged my numbers, and I wasn't realistic with my numbers.
Mhm.
Where I'm like, oh, my cash flow should be this, and I've lost money on a deal, but now I make sure I'm breaking even or making money. So that mentality came from that, not because. So I lost money in a different area
That's
that made
good.
me
so that's good.
realize it. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where my mentality is, but it's personal comfort level.
Yeah. Of course.
I was saying, so some like funded accounts, they will give you rules. This is how much you
Yeah, you
can
can
use
raise,
in
yeah.
a day
Yeah.
or overall.
Yeah.
So in that way, they help you to do your risk management well.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah, but you guys have any questions when it comes to risk management? Anything you guys want to add? It's all good. All right. So Theo gave me a good idea last week. I mean, 2 weeks ago. So I want you guys to actually, I'll give you guys a pair, and I'll give you guys about 15 minutes to analyze it, and I want to see what you guys come up with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably give you a laptop, Jeff. You can analyze it. Yeah, I'll use what your analysis.
Oh, okay.
So which pair are you looking at, Jeff?
Oh, this one was US 30.
Okay. I'm gonna add an hour for my parking.
Okay.
I paid for 2, so I don't need another ticket.
We have the ticket here in city, right? So you're gonna have to pay no matter what.
Yeah. So
So let me
I'll
grab
get
you
back.
a study real quick.
I'll text you when I'm at the door.
Okay, sounds good. Just call me.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, what's it called?
D&D.
Yeah, cooperate. But,
I'll text him.
yeah. Let me grab you a study and make sure the team will be able to analyze it, because I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be complicated a little bit, but it's pretty straightforward.
Let me take a look at it first.
Don't copy me, okay?
Oh yeah, Jeff is right. That's not the easiest thing you can pretty much.
Shitting on the
I'm not
test.
copying, I'm not copying, I'm learning.
Jeff, there's no need for you to analyze it. No, I'll keep your laptop. All right, guys. I want you guys to grab US 30, and I want you guys to analyze it. I'll give you guys 15 minutes. Right?
Which one?
US 30.
It should be under CFDs. Do you know how to grab it?
No.
Okay. Jeff,
So
I can show you.
Yep. So,
You know how to grab it?
here,
Okay.
right click.
I just gotta connect to the
And
magnet
then you go
again.
to symbols.
It just.
Okay.
Just didn't work.
Symbols, and then you say CFD, right?
That should be under CFDs, yeah.
Okay, raw CFDs. I'll open that, and then you just scroll down.
You said USD?
You stay.
US 30,
Page US 30. Right?
USD
Yeah.
cash.
You just double click on that, and then you go up, and then you grab it, and you put it there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what does CFD stand for? Like, is it a?
I have no idea, man. I have
Can
no
you
idea.
hear me, Jeff? Am I on the right thing?
Yeah. Nice. You can type it.
Put it on my laptop, man.
What happened?
So I don't have to transfer everything.
Oh,
on
you
my
mean
laptop.
Forex?
Ah, yes.
Is it? Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
When you're
okay.
analyzing,
Okay,
at what rate do you analyze? Like monthly, daily?
You're not
Yeah,
sure.
so you start off monthly,
Okay.
and then you put your support, your resistance, and everything.
Okay.
And then you go into weekly, you find the trend, and then you go to daily, you find the structure, and then
I think it's the only to add in.
yeah, and I'm seeing Haman or something. He usually.
Do you have a plugin beside yours?
Yep.
Thanks.
Is this your phone?
No, that's my second phone.
Why is it purple?
That's my mom's. She,
Oh, okay. Huh?
What's wrong with purple?
I don't know, man. I know me now, so I'm like, purple?
Oh,
So maybe it's kind of. That's what you want to say.
Alright guys, we're just going to analyze it and then we'll go over it. Just do it on your phone. Okay. You open it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yo Jeff, do not help.
Yeah, no, I'm not helping. I'm just looking. Is that your trend line? That one over there.
Yeah, actually, I just.
I'm trying to add it real quick.
Make it smaller, maybe.
I don't know what it. Hello. Yeah, I just read your text. I just told him. Alright, for the. Okay.
If you go on your on your weekly,
Mm-hmm.
then you
What's going on, Zay?
It's good, y'all.
support.
Can you hear me?
You good?
Well, that's.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, okay.
I'm charging my second phone so I can reply to the comments. So I can't really reply on that one, right?
Support over there.
Yeah.
And that's
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you, bro. Can you hear me?
there.
How's it going, my guy? You good?
I'm good, man. I see y'all going
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. Yeah, that's what.
We have to, man. We have to. Give me 1 second. I have to go downstairs real quick, okay?
All right, that's about.
Yeah. Jack, can you reply to the comments? The other guys are commenting.
Wait,
On live.
on live?
Yeah. Go on the live and answer the questions. And speak to the camera. Okay. Now we are on the live. Mine.
It's good, y'all.
I don't see anybody.
I was typing in Telegram, but I was like, let me hop up here to answer some questions, man. And y'all, you see it.
Yo, six that Goku on your head?
What y'all marking up?
It's creepy looking at myself.
I know. We're like, I look like that right now. I feel like my trend line's wrong. When you draw your trend line, are you
Yeah.
weekly or
Can I get
daily?
a towel? Yeah. Yeah.
You winning?
Okay, okay.
Listen. One is at the bottom, resistance at the top.
Yeah, just my resistance.
What y'all marking up?
Plus 30.
Okay, okay, okay. Hey, babe, he changed his temper right quick. He changed
So that means
his
it's
temper.
right? Still
Yeah,
going
still
up.
going on.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. That was the last trend line. Okay. And you can draw
By the pantry. Whatever.
Did a lottery or something, you might win some.
you see the touch.
Yeah, Zay, are you looking at the chart right now?
Nah, I can't do it on my phone and the live.
Oh, Zay's here?
Yeah, Zay is on the live. Yeah, I got the team looking at your study right now, so we can all of us can actually analyze it.
But, hey, bro, you know what I realized after trading gold the other day?
That's this. Is that the thing?
Should I say it again?
I said, do you know what I realized like after trading gold the other day? It's best to like, because I think I was more so focused on swinging it. It's best to like really like, I hate to say it, but kind of like scalp gold a little bit.
Yeah, swinging. Yeah, if you're swinging gold, you gotta swing the buy, not the sell. That's for certain. Because if you zoom all the
Exactly,
way out, this
exactly,
thing been bullish for years and years, right?
exactly. So we
Um,
should we should have scalped that sale. We should have got out. We should have got out right. Like can't remember the time, but it hit a support that we should have got out at. And the way
plus,
that I had the
mhm.
fib drawn, I'm
plus
gonna have
To be honest with you, bro, that was like gold was supposed to sell based on the DXY. It's kind of threw us off like a lot because DXY was shooting up, and gold was also shooting up. You don't really,
You
just
don't get
like
that a lot.
exactly.
You never
So
really get that, honestly.
because I'm telling you, UJ was shooting up, UC was shooting up. It's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, man.
Facts. That's why we use a stop loss, and that's why I gave the lot size to use for that trade.
So this was like the monthly. So
No, you
first
Yeah, don't say nothing. I
He
don't
said
like.
he's the youngest trader of us all.
again.
No, for real. My boy, 1 year old, gonna be trading.
You got the high, you got the high.
What you don't want is
And the money you should-
I was trying to delete them. But it was like,
So you get
Yeah, double right.
Learning.
Or sorry, double
That's right. Like,
kind of thing.
makes it
Double
hard.
right and then left.
I don't know if I got my fib edited.
because I was starting off like monthly, just to kind of like,
It's very specific. This is why I like.
yeah, but, and once you lay a line, you can't readjust it.
Exactly. So
I'm on monthly right now.
Right. It's been 15 minutes. Okay?
Yep.
I think so. Yeah?
15 minutes.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's like,
it's been double clicking.
Bad, y'all.
I'm really,
The only reason why we start our analysis always to the bigger time frames.
Right. I think
I must take it negative.
I must start thinking of your study
in general.
For real, bro, you must think like it's 0.5,
Your
bro.
mind.
Like, you're making
I
good.
want as
Good,
many
it's- yeah.
touches.
Yeah,
Right.
I never
It's
go
'cause
more
I
than
was
0.10 on real
in a
estate.
different, I was trying to readjust it and I was like, trying to get, I was like, oh, how do I get?
Yeah. Well, I place it here for one because we got a touch there.
Yeah.
These are
I'll give you guys, not if I'm 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
Max.
another touch.
2 more.
Right.
How you looking?
And so
So are we doing it from 12 to
This was based on the month.
or it was the whole month?
When I did month, I was based.
Just the
off
way,
of the first.
of course, the way they do actually analyze it, right?
yeah. And this one I would even get rid of just because we don't have any structure.
Yeah, it was more me just analyzing the date part.
Yeah,
So it's like,
We'll create another higher.
is yeah. You want to place it at previous area structure, right?
Yes.
So we want taps here, taps here, another tap, right? There's a breakout.
and this is where.
Yeah, right?
The resistance was like,
Yeah,
because you had your lower hit the same as
cause like.
your higher.
Got me my.
So it's like, it looks like that might be your resistance. It's
Yeah.
teetering either up or down from that point.
And if you did want to do a trend line,
Each candle is one day, right?
it has to be
So
touching,
next to like what? One,
right?
three,
touching, and then try and touch as many points as possible.
So I was just trying to,
18, 19.
Yeah. Just showing just,
So that's like 3 weeks,
difference
right?
yeah,
when you're entering in your levels.
But what is like,
because like this kind of is a false breakout, like we tested this support
once
line,
like that.
tapped it, went up, right?
Oh, exactly.
Right, you guys ready?
That's why I was trying to keep it close to
Yeah.
there, because I was like,
Can't connect, right?
Studios, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
In,
This is good.
I think I might as well sit beside him so you can help him.
here.
because this is based.
Let's just sit beside him. Sit beside him. So, Brittany, I'm gonna start with you though.
This is just like,
No worries.
just because, just this.
Like, I don't expect you to know anything. Because we just started like what, 2 weeks ago?
This is like an hour in the day.
I kind of got it though. I think I
I
got
got it.
I kinda got it.
65?
Yes.
I think 65 club.
So you don't, one thing is,
Just bulk operations.
I understand that you
The only reason I put this
Yeah.
on weekly, yeah,
Yeah, just clear.
Yeah.
I saw that
So,
get here.
you guys ready? I'm going to ask, I'm going to start asking you guys questions. So, the way I'm going to do it is,
12 more.
I'm going to start with Brittany,
Since
and I'll just go with VPN, so on and so on. I'm going to ask you guys questions.
Okay.
So,
I actually broke out there.
Brittany, were you looking for a buy or a sell on your study?
Bye.
Buy. It's reminds you got simple questions for go and different. That's good to buy, right? So if you're looking for a buy, what's the trend on it?
An uptrend?
Uptrend, perfect. Olivia, right?
Actually, the easiest question.
Right. So Olivia, where did you start your what time frame did you use to start your analysis on?
I have 21st, no, 5 November 5. You're asking for date, right?
No, the time frame.
Time frame?
What time frame do we normally start to do our analysis on? The time frame, like you have daily, weekly, monthly, each for 1 hour, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. What time frame did you start your analysis on? What time frame did you use?
I don't know, I don't get it. Daily?
Maybe daily, but what time frame do we actually normally start our analysis on? If you don't, Brittany is willing to know. If you don't, Brittany, go ahead.
I started off with weekly.
Weekly? Okay, but what time frame do we normally start our analysis on?
Monthly.
Monthly, perfect. Who's next?
One more, quiet.
It's not really too loose. All right, perfect. So Brittany said that it's an uptrend. She's looking for a buy. So what structure are you getting on an uptrend? You asked for one more.
What structure you said?
Yeah. No, don't, yo, Jeff, don't say nothing, bro. Don't say nothing. You asked for one more, man. Brittany said it's a buy. It's an uptrend. So what kind of structure should you be getting on an uptrend?
Bullish.
It's very bullish, but structure-wise. So if you're looking for a buy, where would you be buying it?
Huh?
If you're looking, when you see like, Bristol is bullish, it's going up. So you'll be looking for a buy. So, where would you be looking to buy it at? What structure? No worries. Theo's going to, no. Theo. So Britt said, it's an uptrend. She's looking for a buy. So what kind of structure should you be getting on the uptrend?
Higher highs, higher lows.
Higher lows. And actually, I'm almost done. Ron literally just started like 3 days ago. That's very unfair to ask. I'm just going to ask anyways, but I'm not expecting you to know, right? So they all said, it's going to be higher highs and higher lows, right?
Yeah.
Higher highs and higher lows. So if you're looking for a buy, are you going to be buying at the higher highs or higher lows?
No, so like great. Are we on the daily right now?
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now, yeah.
So if we're on daily, what I'd be looking for is I'll just stand up. I can't explain the numbers,
Perfect.
but what I would be wanting is for this to start kind of dipping down somewhere in here. If it dips back down, then I might set my entry level so that it's close to like 43.96.
Yeah, you go into details, which is fine, but it's giving you. Okay, what would you call this right here? What would you call this?
This one is me.
You got a low, you have a high, you have a one.
So this is more your resistance. Just good. Well, this is your like lower low, like
Higher low.
higher low because your low is there, but you're still higher.
So if you're looking for a buy, are you going to buy? Are you going to be buying it here or there?
No, I'm gonna buy it at a lower high.
Higher low.
Higher low. So at when it dips
When it
down
dips down
and then go back up.
you see, like the guy literally just started like 2 days ago, and it's already kind of. All right, so you know, she should be asking. I'm going to make it difficult for you, right?
Why is me? I got the easy ones.
You'll be, Ron said, you'll be buying at the higher low, right? So what's the, obviously, actually no, I almost skipped one step. What's the tool that we use to tell us precisely when to get in?
The Fibonacci.
Fibonacci, perfect. I'm going to ask you a second question.
Yeah.
So what levels are you looking at to get in?
50 or 61.8. Yes.
All right. So moving on to Jeff, I'm going to make it extremely hard for Jeff. So 56.1%. Right, Jeff. Let's say the market comes to the 50 and 61.1%. Yeah. Right. Obviously, you already have more than confidence to get in. But what's the last thing that you're waiting on for the market to do for you to actually buy it?
I'll try to give you that bullish momentum.
There we go. Perfect. The bullish momentum. And as you can see, right, like Jeff said, right? You see this? That's definitely at least a 50 or 61%. Right? Reject, reject, reject. See that bullish momentum that Jeff just mentioned? Exactly. So, you know, you just wait for the market to create a nice bullish engulfing for you to get in. Right? So back to
So a question then for, so let's say that's the level on our feet.
yeah, right here.
We still have to wait to get the bullish
Yeah,
momentum.
it's best wait for sellers to lose momentum. As you can see, right, sellers were in control because we don't counter trade. We do not care if the market is selling because it's an option. We're only looking for buys, right? So sellers were in control, in control, in control. Like Jeff said, right? Wait for sellers to lose momentum, right? The minute it comes to the 61% or 50%, as you can see, buyers are coming in, buyers are coming in. This right tells you buyers are in control, complete control of the market. So now it's a good time to buy.
Okay.
So, great. I'm going around, right? So, you know, Jeff said, just wait for the bullish momentum to be created for you to get in. So, if you get in at 61%, where would your take profit be?
Oh, okay, wait.
All right, I'm going to mark it up just a little bit. Right? Jeff said you get in right here. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me grab the rectangle box. Let's not draw it.
What color is it?
That's a good question. Why should it be black? It's black.
I don't know. What is it?
Oh, it is actually. It's red. Okay. And it's dark blue. I don't know why it's not showing. Let's just say yellow. Try it.
Do you want like the exact price number?
I don't know why it's showing like that, but let me see.
The Fibonacci would tell you where you take profit, would it? Or is that just?
No, don't rush it, man. Go to trust me.
Well,
I'm not sure why it's showing like this. Oh no, on one's laptop, but I'll probably fix it later, right? So let's say you get in somewhere where you see all those little dots. You get in here.
Yeah.
How would your take profit be? Like, I'm not expecting you to give me like the number, the values. I want you to give me like where would you expect to actually exit and take profit, right? You getting out that high low. Where would your take profit be at?
Can't give you a number. Like.
Because if you give it, we're going based on overall, right? Because if I grab Euro or USD, like you should be expecting to repeat the same process. I'm not looking for no number. I'm looking for to tell me where are you going to get out? What's the structure?
Like the next lowest low or lowest high, or the next higher high. Wait.
Higher I would be take profit too. If
Yeah.
you're trying to hold take profit too, but where would your take profit one be? That's cool. If you know.
Yeah. Pass.
Olivia. Where would your Theo, please don't say anything.
No.
Where would your take profit be, right? So Jeff said you get at the higher low after getting this beautiful bullish engulfing, right? You get in on the buy, right? So where would your take profit be? Your first take profit. Where are you looking to exit? Oh, I'm coming. Come on now. It's okay if you say pass. It's all right.
No. Like, can you explain more? Like, what do you mean by
Right? So, like Jeff said, right? Sellers are in control. Right? The market is turning out, so we're looking for buyers only.
Okay.
We do not counter trade. We do not care about the market selling, right? As you can see, you'll be looking to buy here, all the way higher. You're looking to buy the next higher low. Wait for sellers to lose momentum and wait to get the last piece of confirmation or confluence, which is the bullish engulfing, right? And you're getting in the buy, right? And where would you be looking to get out?
Then the last higher high.
high low?
Or high.
Higher would take profit.
Sorry, I'm just-
You're saying the last high.
Yeah.
Oh, the last higher.
Yeah.
Perfect. There you go. Wrong guy. 2 days. Literally started 2 days ago,
Yeah.
right? You should be looking to get out at the next, at the previous structure. Previous structure is the previous higher high, like Ron said, right? Yeah, we can say that for you, right? So, there you go, right? Onto you now. You get in, where would your stop loss be? So obviously, you know, the structure has been created nicely, right? So we know for a fact this is a higher low now, right? You get in, where would your stop loss be?
I would put it.
If you're getting rank, should it be here? Should it be there? Should it be below this guy right? Where exactly would you stop us be?
I would put it just below the higher low.
Higher low? Perfect.
Just below.
Because if you know, if the market goes back to go for your stop loss, you know for a fact that it's going to keep on trending down now, because if this is higher low, place your stop loss below it, right? If the market goes for your stop loss, right, and if it goes back to retest that stop loss, it should be going down, right? Perfect.
So then, just hypothetically on that one, let's say this one
So what did you
goes
say?
bullish because this is still active, right?
For this one.
So
It should be.
our next like like our stop loss would be where
It wouldn't get near the market.
it started to go bullish, correct?
Yeah, so the stop loss, we usually put the stop loss about minus 50 pips.
But I'm talking if we're moving this, we're watching this, and hypothetically, where we're at now is continuing to go bullish.
Yeah, bullish, yeah.
But I'm looking at because we can't see like move your hand this way.
This way?
Nope, the other way.
Oh,
Some more because we're watching this trend now, right?
yeah. Here.
So depending on what this next trend does, if it goes bullish, our next stop loss would potentially be where your finger is.
Exactly. So if you do, so all you have to do is place your faith from here to there. I'm not sure if this is a 50% rule check.
It's right next to 61.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
Jeff said, it's next to 61. If you do get in here, the stop loss will be below that wick right here, right? And then you'll take profit, as you can see. You would have big money, take profit will be big right here, right? So, who's next? You already. Okay. So, let's see. All right. So now we're right here now, right? So, if the market is trending up, right? So obviously, this is your take profit one. What's your next move? So this is where we're currently at right now. What's your next move? So this is all you got. This is all the information you can get right now, right? So you get, let's say you didn't get it down here.
Yeah.
You didn't get down.
Yeah.
You didn't get down. You didn't get it down there. So what would your next move be right now? Should you be buying it?
I will place the fib and wait for it to give me entry.
Okay, perfect. But where would you? Do you think right now is a good time to place your fib? Has the market giving you what you're okay? If you're placing your fib, where would your fib be?
So you're asking if we didn't get into the trade, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So what would we do?
At a high level.
No, let's just get down diagonal. This is all we got right now. This is all signals bullish. It is trending up.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what's
right
your
now
next-
the buyers are in control, so it's a bullish market. So I would wait until the indicator shows that if they're starting to sell to show a new.
yeah.
Based on your question, if it were me, I would just move my SL.
No, I'm saying
No,
if,
we didn't.
I'm saying if you
You
gotta
need
get it
to
at
enter-
all, you get it at all, right? So
I
right now,
right now.
if the market stays like this, do not even place your stop, your fib from here to there, right? So right now, the next, actually, we'll move on to Jeff.
Yeah.
We'll move on to Jeff. Okay, Jeff, tell me, what would you do right now?
So you didn't get in, but you still got your fib from like the previous high low. So you got your fib over here today, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, you did not get in,
Yeah.
right?
So you wait for this to create a higher high,
There we go.
and then
So-
you wait for a high low.
So you have to wait for the market to keep, guys, remember, if the market's trending up, you'll be getting higher highs, and higher highs. So if you did get in here, has the market created the next higher high yet?
No.
Exactly, so we're not interested, right? So wait for the market to actually go past this to create the higher high. Then once it starts retracing, that's when you place your fib from here, or let's say from to there, then wait for it to create the next higher low,
Repeat that again. Can you repeat that again?
right? Like Jeff said, right?
Mhm.
If it is an uptrend,
Okay.
you should be getting higher highs,
Mhm.
and higher highs.
Mhm.
And so the market hasn't created the high high yet, so it's pretty much like an equal high. You can't push off it from here.
Oh, okay.
You
I
have
got
to
it.
push off it from the most recent high low, the most recent high high. So what you need to do is wait for the market to go past that previous high to create the next high high. Then you push off it from this high low to the next high
Because at this point, we don't know if it's going to continue going up or
Exactly.
down.
Exactly.
It's a wait for our next indicator.
Exactly. Wait for the next structure. Well, you guys killed it, man. You guys killed it. Let me see if I can ask you guys some more questions based on this. That's pretty much it, to be honest. That's pretty much.
So you send it if you had to send it or
Yeah, but it's not for the downtrend.
You can log in and you can fucking eventually.
Do you know what's your favorite pair?
You
Used to be your USD, but your USD being something, so there's no structure going on your USD. But your USD is my favorite pair. As for right now, it's AUD NCD. You have a high win ratio on AUD NCD. My top three pairs would be your USD, AUD NCD, and your AUD. Those are my top three pairs. Yeah, because I'm not trying to trade. I'm trying to trade different pairs, as in like different sessions. That way I'm not like just focusing on trading on the USD pairs, right? Because if all your pairs are USD, if you lose one trade, probably going to lose all the other trades, right? So that makes sense, right? For example, if you buy your USD, obviously you'll be selling USD CAD, right? So if your technical analysis was wrong on your USD, so you're going to lose both trades. That makes sense. So it's best to trade your USD or GBP USD. Then the next pair should be something like, AUD NCD or EUR AUD or GBP JPY, something that has nothing to do with USD.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me try to find a downtrend there.
BTC USD because it's moving.
Which one?
The BTC USD because it's moving right now.
Yeah, BTC is an uptrend though, right?
Yeah.
Jeff, have you found a downtrending pair?
That's when we trade this week.
We got EUR AUD, I think I was on it down.
The gold we trade this week. So
EUR AUD.
you can put this one.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah, I'll just use
go follow along in the trade.
Yeah, that's a downtrend. Yeah, so great.
Yep.
We're to ask some questions.
Okay.
Right? So what's the first pattern? Just based on this, what's the first pattern can you see on that? The first.
The head and shoulders.
Perfect. Ooh. She's going crazy into this thing. Man, I can even draw the rectangle on that one. Not sure why it was showing like this. But it's all good. Not sure why it's showing like this. Let me try to fix it again.
What pair is that?
That's
EN.
EN.
No, this one. We'll take that.
So
Right? Like Brett said, you got the left shoulder, you got the head, and then the market went all the way to give us the this guy right here for the set. Right? So I'm just going to ask you guys with the questions. That is one, let me get rid of it. So, Olivier,
Yes.
on the left side, right here, right? This right here. What's the trend? I mean, what was the trend on it?
Where?
This area right here. This.
It's bearish.
Bearish? So
Yeah.
if it's bearish, what kind of structure should you be getting?
Like if it's bearish, we're getting lower. Low. Hey, I'm always
Lower
confused.
highs and lower lows.
Lower lows. It's a lower low.
No, but he was right.
I'm always confused about.
He was right. All right. Damn. Ready?
What's up?
So, lower highs and lower lows downtrend, right? So let's say, you realize the market gave you a high, gave you a low. So what's your next step from just this to that? What would you do? Right? You got the high, you got the low, and you realize the market is going up to give you obviously a what?
Lower high.
Lower high. So what would you do?
From just that point, you could drag your fib from
Yeah.
the top, not the news, because that wick is news.
Well said.
But from the top of the red wick down to the next lower low.
Yeah.
And then wait for the 50 or 61.8 retracement.
Okay.
And then
That's
TP at 0% or negative 27.
perfect. But you're not supposed to answer all that. I was going to ask you, but it's all good. Thank you.
You can analyze it more because I
Okay,
grew up on the
finish
chart.
the answer, right? So
There's more
let's say
questions.
if you get in somewhere up there at plus 61%, like Theo said, right? Where would your take profit be? Right? You get at the lower high, right? You have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high. But where would your take profit be? Just based on the thing. Just based on this one.
Oh, let me draw it because I think I number in my head. Let me draw it.
Anymore?
No. I was asking you about it from I'm trying to over there and see what I'm going because what gives you says to move it.
TP for the field will be
Right? You have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high, right? Sometimes if you do not know what's the profit is on the thing, you can tell this on the structure, right? So if
Yeah.
you're getting at the lower high, where would your exit price?
lower, the previous lower.
The previous exact. So if you get in here, you have to get out at the TP1 should be at the previous low, right here, right? You sell it, you get out of here, and if you want to hold it, you can hold it past the TP1 for TP2 at the minus 27%, like Theo said. Because remember, if the market is trending down, you should be getting something lower than the previous low to give you a lower low, right? You have the high, you have the low, you have the lower high being created using the 15.61%. Sell, get out for TP1, get out for TP2. This is going to be 0%. This most likely is going to be minus 27%. You just repeat the same process again. And so on. Yeah. Well, we've been here for a long time now, so do you guys have any questions?
I just have one question in regards to this.
Yeah.
How are you at, like, you know what you're saying, you try to, your stop loss should be like 50 pips.
Yeah.
How are you determining that from here? So like, let's say that lower low that you're going is lower or below 50 pips. Say that new lower is like 80 pips from the higher high. Like, how do you, because you're saying if you're going from the previous higher high right there, and you're just like, where would your stop loss be? So like your outing would be the last lower low.
Yeah.
But if that lower is like lower than 50 pips.
So if you're selling, your stop loss gotta be above the lower high.
Yeah.
Not the lower low.
But if,
Right.
just to kind of
Yeah. So the first thing you have to do is 50 pips. Not like your stop loss has to be 50 pips. I'm saying the maximum stop loss you should be using is 50 pips.
Yeah.
But the first thing you have to do and wait for,
the new indicator.
is wait for the market to actually create the structure, right? In this case, as you can see, the market is retracing, barriers are coming in, but the minute it comes to the 56.4%, you see rejections, and you see the market is creating a bearish engulfing, right? So in this case, let's say if you're getting somewhere down there, right? All you have to do is place your stop loss above the previous lower high. It doesn't have to be 50 pips. It can be 30 and some pips, but don't put your stop loss at like minus 10 or minus 5 pips because there's a chance you might get weight and then for it to go down. Right.
So when you were saying just to go from that little section, at what point would you be confident enough to like use that as an indicator? Like
As
how
soon as
much?
you see buyers, like Jeff said, that's a good question. As soon as you see buyers are no longer in control and sellers are dominant, that should give you the last confirmation.
And when you're looking at that, what's your time frame?
What's up, Mario? Daily. So first thing first, yeah, I actually haven't done a full technical analysis. You know, you place your key structures, support and resistance for the monthly, and then you go down to the weekly time frame, just make sure to find the trend, if it's an uptrend or downtrend. Then you go into the daily time frame to make sure the daily is matching the weekly time frame. Right? So if the weekly is the downtrend, right? If you go on the weekly time frame, right, you can clearly see your was on a downtrend, right? Then if you go to the daily time frame, the daily is matching the weekly. That's the first thing gets, right? Then now on the daily time frame as well, that's where you use your rectangle boxes to place your high, lows, lower highs, lower lows, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay, right? They use the Fibonacci as a tool to help you with the entry price, right? But that doesn't mean as soon as the market goes for the 15.61%, you sell it. You have to wait for, because obviously buyers are going to be in control, right? As you can see, buyers are in control a little bit, buyers are in control a little bit. But the minute it comes to that key zone that we're waiting on, because 15.61%, you just have to wait and see how it's going to react, right? If you see it rejecting, and sellers are coming in, that's when you should be selling it, right? And then you have to target the previous structure right here for TP and TP2, TP1, and TP2.
So because this is kind of showing downward trend on this one we're doing.
Yeah.
Would you want to wait for another full day or 2 days of analysis, see how it goes before even considering it?
Sorry, I'm not.
So like right now, like we're in a massive downtrend.
Yeah.
Now, if it's going up, would you wait another day to see what it does before making it, like if you're monitoring that pair?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really, the best thing to do is to put a notification between the 15.61%. You can't really, but sometimes, yes, it might take days for it to get there. Sometimes, if there are a lot of momentum, a little volume in the market, it might just give you, within 4 hours, you might get if there's news, for example, right? You might get a huge bearish engulfing to push it all the way to the 15.61%. You can't really tell when the market is going to create the next structure. No one can.
Yeah.
Right? The best thing you can do is wait for the market to actually create the structure and to react to it. Right? You can't be like, oh, within 2 days it's going to give me this. You know what I mean? You can't really.
And there's a great example on there right now, because if you can see, it was going down, right?
Yep.
And then it came up, and then you expect it to keep going down because you made that retracement, but it didn't, and then it went back up. So like Dino was saying, you always have to like wait and see what is the market doing before you actually get in.
Guys, you can't. You can't predict. The best thing you can do is to react. Try to have as many confluences as possible.
And when you do your react, do you go by like a 4-hour time frame?
A good question. When I react to it is, because on the daily you're not going to be able to see the exact touches at the 61% or 50% level. I scale down to the 1 hour time frame to actually. That's a good question, Ron, to actually see if the market actually touched the.
And that's what I was curious, like when you're analyzing at what point, now that we're like in the current,
Yeah.
what do you use as your new gauge to go, is it reactive or is it, so within the hour time frame is when you can kind of.
I go to the hour time frame to actually get the entry price. But yet again, it depends. If you're trying to swing trade, you actually have to do it the exact same way I do it. But if you're trying to day trade or scalp, there's no reason for you to be, looking at the monthly, daily, and weekly, right? If you're trying to scalp, right? It just depends on how you're trying to trade.
Oh no, I'm trying to learn, so I just was curious how you're analyzing these different, that's
Yeah,
what I thought.
totally.
That's why I'm doing David Dummy account.
Can I mark up that chart?
This one?
Mhm.
Yeah, go down. Oh, that one.
I just want to show a couple of things. Yeah, it's kind of a really, really good example.
That's it, bro.
Thank you. Hi guys, I'm your new instructor. So, we're going to start our analysis. Oh, where's it? Very soon. Okay. We start our analysis on the weekly. And we draw our support levels, resistance levels. So we have a touch here, touch. And this got wigged out by big news here. You don't want to mark up your chart. We kind of already